When you arrive in Bavaria in winter, the first thing you notice isn't the snow, it's the quiet. Not silence exactly, more like the absence of urgency. Towns feel settled. Streets feel held in place. Even movement seems deliberate, as if the season has asked everyone to take fewer steps and mean them. Winter here doesn't feel dramatic. It feels established. This is a region that has lived with long winters for centuries, and it shows in how towns are built, in how days unfold, and in how people move through them. Morning arrives later in winter. Daylight takes its time, and the town follows its lead. Shops don't open all at once. Streets stay empty longer than you might expect. There's no sense of being behind. Snow absorbs sound. Footsteps soften. A single car passing feels noticeable. In Bavarian towns, winter mornings aren't rushed because there's nothing to gain from rushing. The day will be shorter anyway. You can see winter in the architecture. Buildings stand close together, conserving warmth. Roofs slope steeply, ready for snow. Windows are practical, not oversized. These towns weren't designed to look charming. They became charming by solving real problems. Everything here reflects long familiarity with cold. Nothing feels experimental. Winter mornings begin with maintenance. Snow is cleared. Paths are salted. Entrances are swept clean. It's quiet work, often done alone. There's no performance to it. no one is watching. This kind of work keeps the town functional. It happens every day, whether snow falls or not. Winter doesn't pause life here. It becomes part of the routine. Bakeries open early, even in winter. Warm light spills onto cold streets. Windows fog gently from the inside. The smell of bread carries farther in cold air. People step in briefly, not to linger, but to warm their hands and pick up something simple. Food in winter is practical. It's meant to last, to comfort, to sustain. It fits the season. Movement changes in winter. People walk carefully. Cars slow down. There's more waiting, less weaving. In Bavarian towns, winter teaches patience without saying a word, and people listen. The pace isn't forced. It feels agreed upon. Winter quiet can feel unsettling if you're not used to it. But here, it's familiar. Fewer sounds carry. Conversations stay indoors. Streets rest between moments of activity. Nothing feels abandoned. It feels paused. Winter compresses daily life. You see the same people more often, but briefly. A greeting outside a shop, a short exchange while clearing snow. Community shows up in small, functional ways. No grand gatherings, just continuity. Church bells still mark time in many Bavarian towns. They don't interrupt the day. They gently shape it. In winter, when daylight fades early, these signals matter more. They keep the rhythm steady. Markets in winter are modest, fewer stalls, less variety. Enough. Winter encourages restraint, and daily life reflects that. What's available feels intentional. As afternoon light fades, towns draw inward. Windows glow, curtains close, streets empty again. Homes are built for this part of the day. Thick walls, contained spaces. Winter evenings are long, and they're meant to be lived slowly. Winter strips towns down to essentials. What remains is function, rhythm, and familiarity. There's comfort in knowing how the day will unfold. Traveling through Bavaria in winter changes how you observe. With fewer distractions, small details stand out. You notice how places work when they're not performing. Leaving a town like this doesn't feel abrupt. There's no moment where winter suddenly ends. Life continues, quietly, after you're gone. Winter in Bavaria doesn't try to impress. It simply carries on. And if you spend enough time here, you start to move differently too. A little slower, a little quieter, a little more aware of the season you're in. This is Travel Tales Studio, a place for slow journeys, quiet landscapes, and moments that don't ask for much. If this escape resonated with you, you're always welcome here.